Hello and welcome to this TEW 2016 save. This is episode 5 of our WWF in 1986 now save. This is War to Settle the Score, the second of its kind. We will not be using our Psycho Sermon, as you can see, because I'm going to save it for Mania, and once you use it you've got to use 2 months for it to sort of reset. Since last episode, where we had our end of year roundup, where we went through the awards and sort of where our storylines were heading into Mania. Brett and Davey Boy Smith have stopped being friends. They don't hate each other or anything, and there's no tension, but it's just sort of to see how it develops, which is unfortunately came at the point where we were partnering them on screen. We pillaged the CWA and the ECWA for their titles. No talent, because we have a bit of a bloated roster at the minute, and after Mania we might make some cuts. Also after Mania, we may look to move the save over to TEW 2020 if that is possible. I haven't looked into it at the minute, but it's something that could be of interest to myself. The Fabulous Mullah has created a clique with Wendy Richter and the Magnificent Mimi on our roster, and Vince McMahon has got divorced, possibly one of the biggest things so far to change the course of wrestling. If Vince is no longer with Linda, does Linda ever appear on television? Maybe not. Do Shane and Stephanie appear on television? I'm sure they will in this world, but would they have in real life? I'm not sure. I'll give you a quick rundown of our titles and our storylines, although not much will have changed. There were no title changes on television, but it is just nice to keep up to date. In terms of our storylines, we have Hogan, Bundy, Piper Orndorff. The Dream Team debuted and are feuding with US Express. The women's feud is still going on. Santana versus Savage, and Bret Hart versus Larry Zbyszko, which was spawned actually after some brainstorming in the last session. So let's just get straight into the show here. So we kick off the show with our usual affair of the announced team of Gorilla Monsoon and Vince McMahon hyping up the show. They hype up some of the big bouts, including Hulk Hogan facing Terry Funk in the main event for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship, Cowboy Gordon versus Paul Orndorff, and Randy Savage versus Tito Santana for the Intercontinental Championship. That gets a 71. Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda hype up their match with the Dream Team. That gets a 70. Barry Windham looks good. Oakland looks good. No improvements. And the match gets a 76, not bad. In a bout that had superb wrestling and great heat. US Express defeated the Dream Team in 10 minutes 4 seconds when Greg Valentine was counted out while fighting Barry Windham. During this match, we had Bravo accidentally hit Windham. That should be on purpose, hitting Windham. And the US Express made defense number 4 of the tag team titles. Beefcake was a weak link. He's only a mid-carder anyway, so that's kind of to be expected. Mike Rotunda had an in-ring performance of 83, Windham 85, Valentine 76, and Beefcake 64. Not bad. Improvements for Beefcake and Rotundo. Who is this turn 4? Oh, it's just a gimmick change, that's fine. And then in a 68, Wendy Richter hypes up her match in her triple threat with Leilani Kai and Velvet McIntyre. Cyndi Lauper helped Wendy Richter in this segment. I forgot that she's still managing her. Richter looked excellent, as did Gene Okerlund. Then the match gets a 68 itself, so pretty good for the women's matches. In a decent match, Wendy defended the title against Leilani Kai and Velvet McIntyre in 9:53. When Wendy Richter defeated Leilani Kai by pinfall with a sit-out DDT. Richter makes defense number 1 of the Women's Championship. Richter carried the match in terms of in-ring quality, with Kai and McIntyre getting a 58 and a 52 respectively, and her getting a 72. So whole, near 20 points above the nearest person. Bret Hart and Larry Zbyszko get a 78. That's a good start for our sort of big 4 matches, I believe, as Bret Hart defeats Larry Zbyszko with a roll-up. Didn't want him to tap out Zbyszko now, especially when they're going to have a big multi-man match at Mania. Bret Hart has an earning performance of 75. Zbyszko with a 74. After the match, Larry Zbyszko and Dean Malenko begin to lay out Bret Hart, and a lone Davey Boy Smith runs down to the ring and fends off of Zbyszko and Malenko, and then reveals that the men that attacked Dynamite Kid, aka Dynamite Kid, got suspended, so I rid him off. Were actually the All-Stars, and they took out Dynamite Kid as a way to get to Bret. That got an 82, that's pretty good. Zbyszko did a masterful job improvising, and he's getting better at his gimmick. And Davey Boy improvised well as well. Davey Boy probably has a bright future faster than, because he has to do quite a lot of stuff on his own at the minute. Orndorff got an 83 with Mean Gene. He improvised well, as did Gene. His performance was good. No improvements. And the match got an 81, that's pretty good. One of our better matches. So hopefully the card will continue to build up, and then the main event will blow the roof off. As in an exceptional match, Orndorff beats Cowboy by pinfall with a pile driver. The reason it ends so clean is because at Mania we're hoping Piper is ready to go. He was off screen for a bit because he was suspended again. I think he was sent home tonight, and that's why he's not out with Cowboy at the minute. 87 for Orndorff, 80 for Cowboy. Not bad. But hopefully at Mania, Orndorff and Piper will do a lot better. And Orndorff celebrates in the ring, getting a 74. In 84, I believe Tito's meant to be off screen here, but what can you do? Savage has an interview with Miss Elizabeth, sort of hyping up the match to come, where he believes he will become the Intercontinental Champion. He looked good. Miss Elizabeth performed poorly, that's not good. No improvements. And Tito's promo himself gets an 82. And the match gets an 84. Not bad. Highest, I think, for an Intercontinental Championship match. As in an exceptional match, Randy Savage defeats Tito Santana by pinfall while using the ropes for leverage, as Savage wins the Intercontinental Championship. Tito Santana has an in-ring performance of 80. Savage also got an 80. So, very good performance from both men. Hopefully now the main event can, as we hoped for, blow it off. And we just sort of have a segment where Savage leaves Elizabeth under one arm, title in the other, sort of taunting and laughing at Tito as he begins to realize how he's been cheated from his title. Then we have a backstage interview segment with Terry Funk, King Kong Bundy, and Mean Gene getting an 85, as they sort of just hype up how they have two shots sort of in the next month or so, where if Terry doesn't win it tonight, which they believe he will, then Bundy will take it from Hogan on the grandest stage at WrestleMania, as Bundy looks excellent in this segment. And then Hogan's promo gets an 89, as he sort of, spouts his usual spiel to get everybody hyped up for his big match. Then his entrance gets an 86 before his big match gets a 78. Lower than I was expecting. I don't Funk's up on my Carter, but was hoping for better from the two of them. An exceptional match, Hulk Hogan defeats Terry Funk in 1751 by pinfall with the big leg drop. Hulk Hogan makes defense number 2. Funk and Hart have got a good pairing. Hogan got a 90, Funk got an 80. What was wrong with it then that it fell so low? Hogan was holding back, penalized for chemistry motivation, penalized for holding back, experience, per commentary. Oh, and okay, because the storyline didn't run over. Okay, that's fair. And then we close the show with a Hogan Bundy stare down, hyping up Mania 2 next month. So after this, we will, with an 82 in 18 regions at Madison Square Garden, we will praise Tito, Randy Savage, and well, Hogan got a 90, so we'll praise Hogan too. Okay, so they're all pleased. Let me know what you thought of War to Settle the Score. What do you think we should be doing for Mania? This is the projected card. Hogan versus Bundy. T will not be there. He's still doing movies. Orndorff, Piper. Santana will have his rematch with the Macho Man. The US Express will take on the Dream Team. Andre the Giant will take on Don Morocco. Terry Funk will either face Junkyard Dog or Snuka. I think maybe it makes more sense for him to face Snuka now that he's had his match with Hogan. And then Wendy Richter will take on Velvet McIntyre, and the All Stars will take on the British Bulldogs and Bret Hart. So, thank you guys for watching. I will catch you next episode.